Ben Seawald has spoken out one day after brother-in-law Josh Duggar was convicted of receiving and possessing child sexual abuse material. On Friday, Ben, 26, shared a statement to his social media pages on behalf of him and wife Jessa Seawald, Josh's younger sister. From the moment we learned of this case against Josh, we have prayed that God would cause the truth to be made known, no matter what it was, and that the facts would be followed wherever they led, he wrote. We are grieved beyond words over the children exploited and abused in child sexual abuse material, and we are thankful for our justice system in its punishment of such evils, Ben continued. Our hearts break for Josh's family, and we ask your continued prayers for them in the unfathomable grief and pain they are enduring. Josh was arrested in April and pleaded not guilty to the charges of receiving and possessing child sexual abuse material. After an 8-day trial, the jury found him guilty on both counts. The former reality star, who previously faced child molestation allegations related to his conduct as a teenager, could get up to 20 years of imprisonment and up to $250,000 in fines. His sentencing is expected in 4 months, but a date hasn't been scheduled, pending a pre-sentence investigation. Jessa appeared in court on the 5th day of Josh's trial earlier this week, sitting next to his wife, Anna Duggar. Several other of Josh's family members also appeared at various points throughout the trial, including dad Jim Bob and siblings Justin, Jill, and Joy Anna. Joy Anna's husband, Austin Forsyth, also attended, as did Jill's Derek Dillard. Jill and Derek issued their own statement on the matter Thursday evening, writing that they feel that they have been lied to so much that we wanted to hear the evidence for ourselves in court. After seeing all the evidence as it was presented, we believe that the jury reached a just verdict today, consistent with the truth beyond a reasonable doubt. Josh's actions have rippled far beyond the epicenter of the offense itself. Children have scars, but his family is also suffering the fallout of his actions, the Dillards continued. Our hearts are sensitive to the pains Josh's wife, Anna, and their 7 children have already endured and will continue to process in the future. This trial has felt more like a funeral than anything else. Josh's family has a long road ahead. We stand with them, we are praying for them, and we will seek to support them however we can during this dark time, they concluded. Jim Bob and his wife Michelle also broke their silence after the verdict on Thursday. In the days ahead, we will do all we can to surround our daughter-in-law Anna and their children with love and support, they wrote in part. As parents, we will never stop praying for Joshua and loving him as we do all of our children. In each of life's circumstances, we place our trust in God. He is our source of strength and refuge. Thank you for your prayer. The Duggar family has welcomed its newest member. On Monday, Jessa Seawald announced that she and her husband, Ben Seawald, welcomed their 4th child together. She has not yet revealed the sex or any further details. Baby Seawald has arrived. The former Counting On star wrote on Instagram alongside a photo of her holding the newborn in a hospital bed. Older sister Jill Dillard commented on the post, writing, "Congrats sis. So happy for y'all. So very excited for you guys." Sister-in-law Claire Duggar wrote. Jessa and Ben announced in February that they were expecting their 4th child together after Jessa experienced a pregnancy loss last year. After the heartbreaking loss of a baby last year, we're overjoyed to share that another little Seawald is on the way, the couple said in a statement. On Monday, Jessa directed followers to part 1 of her birth story YouTube video, saying part 2 was coming soon. The footage began with Jessa on Tuesday, July 13 at 7:51 p.m., explaining that she had been having a lot of contractions today, but not necessarily like super painful or anything. Just kind of that dull ache. The mother of 4, who also shares sons Spurgeon and Henry and daughter Ivy, 2 with Ben, said she got both her birth bag and kids' bag packed, as well as the car seat ready to go. My due date, July 17, is 3 days away, so it's a little bit early, but I went 5 days late with my first 2 pregnancies, went a week and a half early last time, so you just never know. Asking her 3 oldest children what their guesses were for the baby's sex, Spurgeon and Henry both said boy, while Ivy was encouraged by Spurgeon to also guess they were having a little brother. Ahead of the baby's arrival, Jessa admitted that she and Ben were still struggling with deciding on the name. Ben and I have been sitting on the hair for forever months and months, and you'd think we have a name by now. But it's harder than it seems, she said. I feel like the more kids you have, the more you've used up, the favorites. And I hadn't even always liked the same names from pregnancy to pregnancy. It's kind of changed. I look back on my name list from previous pregnancies, and I'm just like, they don't really, none of them are just like, wow. So I kind of start from scratch. And Ben too. Think we have a first name, we're struggling with the middle name. We have about 5 or 6 different options, so we'll see, she added. The first 2 kids were 5 days old before we settled on a name, which was a long time. The following day, at 4:04 p.m., Jessa said in a video update that she had been to the doctor that morning and everything looked good, so she was chilling and playing some Go Fish with her kids to pass the time. She went on a walk and had a few contractions before everything kind of died off again. Then, at 3:15 a.m. on Sunday, she said in another recorded update that she had been having contractions about every 10 minutes for the past couple hours. And I can't sleep. I would say they're like, on a scale of 1 to 10, probably like a 7 or an 8. But they're still spaced out, so I get a break, she told viewers. Definitely feel like the real deal to me. I tend to feel the real labor contractions more in my back, and that's what these have been, added Jessa, who said she had been texting with her birth team. Hours later, at 3:26 p.m., Jessa and Ben were recorded walking through the halls of a hospital, where her contractions were 3 minutes apart.